Yo, what up? So, hope you're having a fantastic day today. And I want to talk about one of the things I've been implementing for the past 6 months, which has skyrocketed. My lips are super chapped right now. I was in New York for the past few days with no chapstick because the airline that I was flying with from Latin America to New York lost my bag in Panama. Just, what a bunch of retards. Like, what is so difficult about, okay, this bag came from this country going to New York. Okay, let's leave it here. Just put the bag on the plane going to New York. So I had to was calling them for the past the past few days trying to get them to just put the bag. Thank God I put an air tag on that thing. I was telling them just put the bag on the flight to New York. We'll talk about that later. So anyway, whatever I was saying. What was I saying before? Gratefulness, yes. Very grateful for the airline. Very grateful for the bag. But I took a course about a little over a year ago called The Science of Well-Being on Coursera, which covers the science and research-backed ways to increase your own happiness. So one of the things that I talked about was gratefulness. So, I kind of did it sometime. I wrote on my journal, yeah, I'm grateful for this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, time to go to bed, pass out. Grateful, blah, 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 time to go to bed, pass out. I didn't really take it that seriously. But for the past 6 months, I wanted to make it a real part of my day. So every day, I would write either in my physical journal or on the notes app on my phone 5 to 8 things that I'm grateful for. A short little blurb. So I'd say I'm grateful for this sunlight alarm clock for waking me up gradually every single morning and not making me cry when my iPhone alarm goes off. I'm very grateful for this pen because it writes very smoothly and I can jot down my ideas. Short little blurbs. So I'd write 5 to 8 of those, and then after that, I'd write down what my life would be like without those things. So if I didn't have this sunlight alarm clock, then I would wake up jolted. It would disrupt my sleep cycle, and that wouldn't be great for my performance during the day. Without a pen like this, I'd have to write with a worse pen that would often frustrate me because it would, the pens, like, they'd stop writing with the ink. And you have to, just, write it, shake them and, write it really hard on the paper so the ink would come out. So wrote that, 5 to 8 of those. And once I finished that, I was done with my gratefulness part of my journaling. So I did that for the past 6 months, and I've now just built a mindset of all the time, no matter where I am, what I'm doing, I'm immediately just grateful for everything. I was just walking to the park near my mom's house, and I'm like, you know what? It's really cold today, so I'm so grateful for this jacket I have on. It's little, obviously cold again, because it's really cold out this morning, so my legs were cold too because I'm wearing shorts. But I'm really grateful for these high socks I have. I'm so grateful for this bed I have to sleep. My mind I don't even have to try. It just automatically goes to me realizing everything that I'm so grateful for around me. But now, why does this matter, right? Why is gratefulness so important? And that is because of hedonic adaptation, which is a fallacy we have as humans, that we become accustomed to our environment very quickly. So for example, or the things that we have. So for example, the phone you're watching this on right now, when you first got it, you were so happy for it. You would just stare at it for wow, it's so great. It's so awesome. The latest iPhone. It's so fast and this and that. And now you could care less about it. You toss it on the bed. You don't really give a shit about it, whatever. Same thing with the car, the watch, the clothes, whatever the case may be. We get used to things very quickly. And the second fallacy we have is that we don't realize how deeply this affects us. We have those two fallacies, hedonic adaptation. We don't realize how deeply it affects us. And this just keeps us in a very unfulfilled, ungrateful, and unhappy state for most of our lives. Because, okay, we chase, get the new car, boom, we're happy for 2 weeks. Then it goes back to normal. Chase, something else happy for 2 weeks. It's just, our baseline keeps changing. But when you practice gratefulness, your brain remembers that, hey, there was a time when I didn't have this and I wanted it so bad. And my God, my life is so much better for it. I'm so grateful for it. And that thwarts hedonic adaptation, which makes you so much happier. Which is so stupid, right? Because I thought, when I read research and science-backed ways to increase your own happiness, I was thinking I'd be taking some drugs. I'd be learning some 4K different elemental meditation, not just gratefulness. But having this mindset now, even the bad things that happen in my life, I don't ever really feel down. For example, when I lost this bag in Panama, I was at a wedding for the past few days, and it was just such a hassle. I didn't have a toothbrush, didn't have deodorant, didn't have any clothes whatsoever. Everything was in that bag. I was missing some my belt for my wedding. Thank God I gave my suit to my mom to bring in. But I was thinking, you know what? If I lost that bag, I'm very grateful for it. It's a great bag from Target. If I lost my $5,000 camera inside the bag, I used it very well. I'll make the money again. I'm grateful for the time I had with that camera. I'm very grateful for the airline for at least, letting me arrive here on time. I'm very grateful for at least being able to experience that trip. I wasn't even jumping to the negatives, which is so crazy because had this happened a few years ago, I would be just mad, flustered, upset. This sucks. It's going to ruin my trip. I had a great trip until this happened. But just Practicing gratefulness, it just keeps you in this blissful state nonstop. And I'm telling you, building it into your mindset has just changed how I interact with the world. When you're constantly just walking around, instead of just having this mindset of, I hate this, I don't like this, I wish I had that. Instead, you're like, you know what, I'm grateful, 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 grateful. You just feel so much better all the time. And obviously, gratefulness does affect your mind, also affects your well-being, your sleep, your performance, every single aspect of life. And after 6 months, I can tell you it is a complete and utter life changer. So seriously, take the time. The way I do this is I do a little bit of journaling every morning, but let's skip that whole part. What I write is 5 to 8 things I'm grateful for, what my life would be without those things, and it will just change your life after a while. If you want to be happier, this is what's crazy to me, right? We have 24 hours in the day, okay, 8 for sleeping, 2 for eating, blah, 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 work, whatever. All you need is 5 minutes, and you will literally become happier. It amazes me how people, like, they watch these YouTube videos on self-improvement. They have, like, mentors. They're just watching videos on happiness, but it's like, just take the time to be grateful. And once it becomes a mindset you have, which will take a bit of time, like, life just feels so much better. Like, I'm going to say this word a million times. I'm just so grateful for everything. And then how can I have a bad life? If someone punches me in the face, you know what? I'm grateful my body's able to heal itself. I lose my job. I'm grateful for the money the job provided me while I have it. I don't know what else happened to me? If my lips are chapped, right? You know what? It sucks, right? But I'm grateful that my lips weren't chapped for so much of my life. I'm grateful that I had chapstick for most of my life. Just when your mindset flips like that, life is so much more joyous. So I'm seriously, get on gratefulness journaling. Stop being lazy. Literally, you're on your phone right now. Just close it, open the notes app every day, write your gratefulness, and your life will be so much better. These lips are so... Can you see how bad these are? Yeah. They're even starting to bleed now. Of course, I come home. My mom didn't send me chapstick. She doesn't have any chapstick. But I'm grateful for them in my life. I'm grateful for you, whoever you are, wherever you are watching this. Now get off YouTube, go be grateful, start gratefulness journaling, and your life will change. Wishing you all the best in the future, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you.